What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here and welcome back to my F1 2014 career mode. We're here in Brazil for the penultimate race weekend in Season 2 on my career mode. So, 2 races to go. We've got a very exciting championship battle between myself, Nico Rosberg, and Lewis Hamilton. Nico Rosberg currently winning. The last 2 races have been really exciting, so I recommend you check them out. But we're in Q1 here. It's raining just a little bit, but something amazing happened and I really wanted to show it. It's on the leaderboard coming up and it involves a Caterham. Look, in 10th place. I didn't get too much footage of it, but Kamui Kobayashi qualified 3.5 seconds ahead of his teammate and got out of Q1. I think that's one of the first times that's happened in this career mode, but we're now into Q3. In Q1 and 2 it was intermediate conditions and I was quickest in both sessions. Now it's just chucking it down and I'm struggling, to be fair. I'm not the best in full wet, especially on this game. I struggle so badly. So coming to the line, we're the first to come over the line, so we will go first obviously. At 23.1, we don't know yet if that's a good time, but we will see in a couple of moments. And that put us in 7th place, 2.5 seconds down. And for some reason Rosberg was in 8th and 3 cars were very slow. I was simulating the rest of the session, then I thought when it got to about 2 minutes, I'm actually going to continue to the end because I'm not going to get any higher up. And for some reason Rosberg, Button and Hamilton, and Hulkenberg, I wish it was Hamilton, didn't go any quicker. So I'm 2.5 seconds off the pace and I've ended up in 7th. Which isn't too bad, to be fair. I'm not the best in the rain, but Hamilton's on pole, which isn't the best obviously, but the main thing is Rosberg is behind us and we're going to have to control him. And there we go, a dry race, and I'm going for the alternative strategy. Look at the tyres, they are primes, but here we go at the start of the race. It slides out and away we go. We obviously get less grip at the start. Rosberg's on our outside, so we're moving to the left to cover him. We're side by side going into the first corner. This is very close. Massa's just ahead. We make slight contact. Where is Rosberg right now? I think he's still there. Yes, he is. We are side by side. I've just got ahead of him. I think I blocked him out there. Had to do it. I need Rosberg to lose positions, but he is right behind us. We are up into 7th. I know we qualified 7th, what am I on about? But here we go, we've got Button on the right. We're up the inside of Bottas, it's so close there. Look at the 4 in the lead, side by side. But I think Hamilton's maintained the lead there. Ricciardo got a tap there. He's lost a load of momentum, going to throw it up the inside. We don't want contact with our teammates, of course, but still on his inside. Got to make this move stick. And we've made a dive into that corner there and up into 5th place. It's been a pretty good start considering we are on the slower tyres at this point. But obviously we're going to have less pace in this initial stint, so it's likely that the cars ahead are going to pull away, and that is what happened really. Alonso and Massa are battling ahead, but Bottas is right behind me. He's using the slipstream. In terms of setup, I've gone for 3 right on the quick setups, which is the fastest in terms of straight line speed, and that's really needed around here. I have struggled, especially last season. I think I went 1 right and everyone just raped me on the straights. But here we go, there's a battle ahead by Massa and Alonso. They've broken so early. I've gone up the inside, I've cut the corner, so I am going to have to let them 2 cars back past, obviously being a good sportsman, but I had to let Alonso pass there without letting Bottas pass, so that was very tricky, but we've maintained 5th. That was a very exciting part of the second lap. That was just pretty crazy there. Just cars flying all over the shop. But we've maintained 5th. And Massa and Alonso are battling ahead once again. I've got Hulkenberg on my tail using DRS, which has been enabled. He's going for a move, but I'm defending on the inside. Alonso's been overtaken by Massa, and he is going very slowly. So this could be our opportunity to take 4th off Alonso. We're using the slipstream. Are we going to go up the inside? He's giving us a little bit of room. But I think we're going to make it here. Late breaker move once again. Yes, it is. It's just like overtaking Ricciardo. And there we go up into 4th place. A little bit of a corner cut. I didn't realise that at the time, but I maintained my position there. So as you look on the mini-map, you can see 2 cars absolutely miles ahead. That is Hamilton and Raikkonen, who's had an amazing start to this race. Massa isn't really pulling away, just 2.5 seconds ahead, so we're doing well on these prime tyres. This stint has actually been pretty decent. We've kept the faster cars behind, and you can see Rosberg is up into 5th place. That's really disappointing in terms of just beating him by many positions. We need to get so many points on him. Otherwise, he's going to win this championship. But lap 10, I thought was going to go for a bit of an audacious strategy for this race. 10 laps on the primes and then 2 option stints, 13 laps each. I think in Season 1 I went for 11 laps on the options, so this is a bit of a risky strategy, but there's a decent stop there, going on to the option tyres, as I mentioned before. And looks like we're going to come out with no traffic between the 2 Toro Rossos. So now it's time to pump in those fast laps and keep Rosberg behind, hopefully catch up to Massa, and then battle Massa, try and take 3rd position. And just get higher up, get onto the podium. But look to the left, that is Felipe Massa. I think we're about to jump him. Yes, we are. We're getting the undercut and we are effectively in 3rd place. The undercutters work perfectly there. We have jumped Felipe in the pit stop sequence. And that is us up into 7th at the moment. But overall should be up into 3rd, especially with the fastest lap of the race. And there we go, up into 3rd. We'll have to see what the gap is to, I presume Raikkonen's still in 2nd. Yes, he is. So things are looking pretty good at this point. Hamilton's winning, which isn't the best, but the gap is 8.6 seconds, which isn't too bad. Raikkonen does obviously have to do a prime stint, and as you can see, he's doing the prime stint right now. So it's myself and Hamilton on the options, Massa and Rosberg on the primes. So yeah, this is the point in the race where I'm going to have to bolt, try and get up into 2nd if I can. But if we're looking at the standings again, Rosberg has overtaken Massa and has brilliant pace on the primes. He's only slightly slower than me at the moment. But yeah, I had great pace. Was putting in some fantastic laps, but for some reason, I know Raikkonen was on the primes, but he was very slow. He lost so much time to me. I reeled him in so quickly. I've only gained 3.5 seconds on Rosberg, but he has some decent pace and will be going on to the options in the final stint. So I'm very wary of him. But look at this, DRS slipstream. It's one of the easiest overtakes you will ever see, and that is DRS at its worst. That is why I hate DRS, because it makes overtakes so easy. I'm complaining now, but I'll take the position, get myself up into 2nd place, and look at the gap to Hamilton. Hamilton has definitely easily won this race. It's 16 seconds now as Rosberg's up into 3rd. So at the moment I'm only gaining 3 points on Rosberg and losing 7 to Hamilton. So this isn't the best of races in terms of the championship for us, but let's see what happens. There's a long way to go. We're going on to lap 23 here, lapping Kobayashi in the Caterham. And we are pitting at the end of this lap. That's our scheduled pit stop time. But look at the left. I say the left, he's quite far ahead. It's Hamilton. He's made his final pit stop. He had a full pit stop of time ahead of me. And he has easily regained the lead and will probably win this race. And yeah, we're coming in for our final stop. Going on to another set of the prime tyres. We should get the undercut. We'll gain a lot of time on Rosberg once again, so we'll pull out hopefully a few more seconds, as we will both be on the same tyre in the final stint. So I think it's going to be a very interesting battle between myself and Nico for the final position. We're pushing so hard coming out the pits, going onto the grass there. And once again we're coming out with clear track. We have been extremely lucky this season in terms of rejoining in clear track. I can only think of a couple of occasions we've been blocked by traffic. But here we go. Rosberg has pitted and he is 2.5 seconds behind with 9 laps to go. 9 or 10, I can't really count right now. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting battle. Lap 28 now. Rosberg is setting the fastest lap of the race and really putting me under pressure as he sets another one. And I've got to admit, these set of tyres were not great. I don't know what happened to these tyres compared to the ones in the previous stint, because Rosberg has so much more pace than me. Look at him go for a move around the outside, but I know where to place my car in the center S. You've got to defend on the inside there, and it's going to happen once again on the next lap. Rosberg is obviously quicker than me at this point, but I'm going to defend the best I can to try and maintain 2nd. Once again defending on the inside. We've got a back marker ahead, which doesn't come into play, but talking about back markers, this incident is where a back marker comes into play. I'm thinking, there's a back marker, I'm going to go on the inside and I'm going to move slightly to the right, so Rosberg gets blocked and loses time. He had to back out. So I have made my can't even talk, I'm that excited. I've maintained second, but using tactical know-how, I have made Rosberg lose quite a lot of time. He lost about 2 seconds there, but yeah, he was back in my tail once again because my tyres are feeling awful. Going extra defensive here. Tyres aren't feeling great. Rosberg's ahead. He's keeping it around the outside. We're side by side. We're trying to maintain it. Give him too much room there. There's contact. He hit us there. Oh, that could have been catastrophic. You'll see here on the replay. I'm clearly ahead, and he just comes into the side of us. So that was all Rosberg's fault right there, but there is some big news. I need to show that off. You can easily see the contact there. The amount of times I've been spun out by the AI doing things like that, but team radio.
The car behind has a time penalty. Don't fight it for track position. We don't want an off.
And there we go, fantastic news. Rosberg has been given a penalty, though we are still battling side by side. I'll talk about that in a second because this battle is fantastic. We're going by side here. I should stay ahead, I think. Yes, Rosberg backs out. But Rosberg has a penalty. Does he have a penalty, though? A few times I've been told that the car ahead behind has a penalty, and they don't actually have one. But you don't hear that too often in career mode, because obviously the AI don't get too many penalties, but I'm struggling with fuel at the moment. I've used quite a bit battling with Rosberg, so I've got to save fuel while defending from Rosberg, but he is ahead, going to think about going up the inside, but no. Fuel is optimal at the moment, but it's going to be very tight. But Rosberg has got ahead. Let's hope he does have that penalty, but that could result in him losing a position to Alonso as well, who's only 1.5 seconds behind me. And there we go, Hamilton has won this race. Rosberg's going to finish ahead of me on the track, but not overall, surely. Come on, game. Give him a penalty. Coming over the line in third. What's it going to be? What position have I finished in? And it's second. There we go. Rosberg got that penalty. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 10 seconds, so he should lose a position to Alonso as well. So that's a pretty decent outcome in the end. There we go. He finished fourth. My God, the other cars were miles behind. Raikkonen dropped off so much. He was running in second, a few seconds off Hamilton in the first stint, and he ended up nearly 40 seconds off the pace. Ricciardo recovered to 6th. He was down in 12th in the early stages. So a good recovery from him, the 2 Williams, the 2 McLarens, and then the 2 Force Indias, a bit of 2x2 there. So in terms of the championship, it's not a great result. We're going to see the standings in a second. Here we go. 29 points behind Rosberg. So if I win the race, if he finishes 5th and I win the race, I can win the championship. So the likelihood of that is not very high, but Hamilton's jumped above me 1 point ahead, so I'm going to have to win in Abu Dhabi. That's essential, and Rosberg's got to have a bad race or hopefully retire. Yeah, I'm not feeling the most confident about winning the championship now. I think second, I can definitely get second. I think I'm very confident I can win in Abu Dhabi. I just don't think Rosberg's going to finish in 5th. So that is a shame, but it's still going to be an epic battle. Mercedes have won the Constructors. That's been on for a long time, but it's over now. So, just trying to catch my breath. That was a very exhilarating race. I hope you enjoyed it, because I enjoyed racing that. This has been an awesome season. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you have, and subscribe for the final race and future F1 2015 content. Final race in Abu Dhabi, double points. That will be coming up in the next week, and I can't wait. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you then. Goodbye.